What's going on, everybody? It's Chris Classic dropping another car vlog. I wanted to talk about this because I was just thinking about it as I was on my way to work. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, share the content, look at any video. I promise you will be entertained. I just did a live yesterday, and we were talking about the finishers, the art of the finishers, and how the state of the finisher is bad. Also, make sure you check out the website for an upcoming show, www.c3ultimatewrestling.com. I wanted to talk about the injury bug that's going on in professional wrestling. Now, I should have been talked about this for the longest, but in my lives, I do talk about how important it is to get insurance, to make sure you have right health insurance and everything like that when you step into the ropes. Now, a lot of us don't have much of anything when we start this, but there are ways, there are certain sites and stuff that will help you get insurance, because I'm telling you, it is better to have insurance than a GoFundMe, and you might not reach the goal. Sometimes it's hard to get even families to support us in professional wrestling, so let alone them giving us money on something that they probably don't support. Eventually sometimes family supports all the way, sometimes they eventually stop, and sometimes friends and stuff do. It happens. Heck, some wrestlers don't support wrestlers. That's another video. But going back into it, you're looking at mainstream wrestling or things that are very popular, viral wrestling companies on the internet. You see a lot of people are out due to injury. Somebody just posted that it's been a year since Bayley's been out. I'm like, dang, it didn't even feel like it's been a year. I do think that they definitely need her to come back. You have things with Rhea Ripley. She had the brain, she hit her head and the brain thing, and then now they're saying she's on a heart monitor. Even Triple H, I know that he's not an active wrestler, but he came in from time to time. I'm sure he didn't want to leave like that. Cody Rhodes, Ishii, I believe that's what you say his name in New Japan. A lot of injuries that are going on. CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, you name it. Dante Martin's brother, Dwayne Martin, had an injury. Bowens just came back from an injury. Thank God for that. It's a very serious thing. And injuries in wrestling, I don't want to say go hand in hand, but they are so common. And it's not even just on a mainstream issue, mainstream problem. It's just on independence, anything. You know, I hurt myself before. I have a lot of friends, family that wrestle that have hurt themselves. Some people quit. Some people tough through it. Some people are still dealing with pain today. Injuries do happen. And sometimes they can be avoided. Sometimes they can be minimalized. And sometimes they just happen. You know, a lot of people get mad when you see somebody do a hardcore or anywhere pause or no holds barred match, and then somebody gets seriously injured and hurt. And I can understand the frustrations and stuff like that, because I'm more of the traditional wrestler with certain matches and stuff like that. But at the same time, you can literally hurt yourself by going inside the ring, walking, stomping. You can literally blow your leg out from stomping. You can hurt yourself, slam, slip, fall. You can bump, you can brace too early. Like, you can do a lot of things and injure yourself. Me, with certain matches, they have to be special. This is why they have to be special. This is why anywhere goes, anything goes matches, Falls Count Anywhere, hardcore matches, they should be special. Now, I do feel like AEW does a bad job with it because they do them so much. And then the injury list, it just keeps piling, it seems like. You know, now you're going to have a match with Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho, and they're talking about tasting each other's blood. Oh, God. Then now you have Jon Moxley, who bleeds almost every match, who bled at Forbidden Door for a clothesline or a sling blade. So some things are crazy, and it is a scary thing out there. We do risk our bodies for doing the most simplest stuff, and people can get serious injuries from doing the most simplest stuff. But at the same time, you do have to preserve yourself. Hey, I shouldn't do this, or I shouldn't do that. I did this last week, then my body healed from this and that. You know, I hate it, because I'm a big fan of Bryan Danielson. And then all of a sudden, this Anarchy in the Arena match, which I did not like, by the way. Did not like that match. If you like it, that's on you. I didn't like it, and then they're saying that's one of the reasons why he's hurt potentially. You know, it could have been anything else, but usually when you have a match, they usually place it on that. And even CM Punk messing his foot up from jumping on the rail. Like I said, you can hurt yourself from anything. I was thinking because he kept messing up the buckshot lariat and landing, you know, he hasn't been doing good with springboard. So when he comes back, hopefully he practices, or he doesn't do them at all. He doesn't need to do them anymore. You know, you have a lot of injuries. Cody with the pec, you know, usually pec injuries, working out, pulling something, pushing something, doing something that you're not supposed to do. So injuries can happen any minute now. So the thing is, it's more on mainstream. I don't want to say it's more on mainstream because you have a lot more independent wrestlers than mainstream. But now on the national TV level, a lot of people are seeing that what we put our bodies through. And me, I'm not one asking for sympathy for the sacrifices we do, because at the end of the day, this was the choice that we decided to do when we laced up boots or put on kick pads or anything like that. But injuries do happen. The best thing you can do is, some people do have cash apps and stuff. If you do want to contribute and help them, buy merch or anything like that. But if you are a professional wrestler or you're in the business, even if you're a referee, make sure you have insurance. I know it can be expensive, but gear is expensive. A lot of stuff is expensive. Your body is expensive. You're paying a toll wrestling in a match, and then you might not even get recouped for that. You might mess up nerves. You know, you hear people who don't have cartilage, they don't have feeling, who's hearing. You have things, you deposit so much with your body that you might not even get back. But some of us want the adoration. Some of us want to be praised as great wrestlers and stuff like that. It does my heart good when people tell me that they like how I work and stuff like that. You're a great worker. Or when kids look up to me, I love all of that stuff. But then I also have to think about that this could be my last match ever. And like I said, I'm not asking for sympathy because many of us knew what we signed up for. But at the same time, you have to protect yourself. You have to protect yourself in life. You have to protect yourself in wrestling. Just because somebody wants to do something crazy or heinous does not mean you have to do it. They can call you chicken, they can call you scared or anything like that. But I've seen many a times where people say, I don't want to do a move, then they go out, do a move with somebody else and it doesn't go right. Injuries happen. I hope and pray all of these wrestlers, they recover 100%. I hope they come back stronger. I hope they come back smarter, wiser, and everything. And that's even on me. When I hurt my left knee doing a move that I should have practiced, and I didn't want to practice because I wanted it to be a big move at the show. And it wound up costing me big time, months of wrestling, loss of bookings. C3 was on hold just for a little bit until I can actually walk with crutches and without crutches. So trust me, these kind of things happen. The wrestlers that are going to look at this video, they can tell you. They can back me up on this. Some of these injuries will linger with us forever because some of us aren't going to a chiropractor. We aren't doing physical therapy. I didn't do physical therapy and stuff like that. I didn't want to pay for it. My wife was a nurse. Thank God for that. And she helped me and she helped heal me and stuff. And I thank God for that. But some people don't have that kind of thing. But you should always try to find some affordable insurance. And I know that's damn near an oxymoron to say that affordable insurance, but you have to invest in yourself. Investing in yourself is not just buying gear. It's not just, merchandise and stuff like that. It's also making sure that you are very protected and taking care of yourself. So I'm going to share this on my YouTube. I hope people share this with other people. I'm also going to share it on my Facebook. You guys can find me and add me as a friend on Facebook, Chris Classic Williams. I'm with my wife in my profile picture. Just wanted to give a heart-to-heart to this because these are things that still goes on in wrestling, and the more wrestlers who come in, the more injuries happen. And I'm not speaking negative. These are factuals. These are the kind of things that some of us go through. If you're hiding an injury now, please heal. Don't go in and wrestle and try to fight with it. All right, Cody did a great job and stuff like that, but don't you get motivated and doing something that can make it worse. The pec was already tore. You could obviously still hurt yourself through anything else, but still, that is okay to take a break. I almost tried to go and continue my match with a messed up leg. I damn near couldn't even walk, and I still tried to, but I'm just thankful that a lot of people talked me out of it because the way I was I was close to the end of the match anyway. We could continue to go. So, that's it. That's the video I wanted to do today. That's the post. That's the video. Check out my YouTube channel. Make sure you guys subscribe, man. Like my subscribe account, it's been going up. I appreciate everything. We talk about wrestling. I talk about booking. I talk about a whole bunch of things. So, hope you guys are having a wonderful day. So, I'm going to be at work soon. This is Chris Classic. Let's take it home.